This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be backed up now to start this drive. On first down, it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This is not going to be good at all. That kick pretty much directly out of bounds.
30-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After losses on the last two run plays, they face third down and 14. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw on the run is complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hurts to the air on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that will lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't day, Mike, I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A give here to Pacheco. Peel it forward for maybe a yard. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done, and really nice job here by the defensive front.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
19-yard line.
Attack! Yellow! Let's go on, Eddie!
Once again, it's Pacheco. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. Just he never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Hurts. That's a short one. Oh, my God.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here comes 2nd and 4. To throw is Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts Talk things over before third down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field.
Hey, 57, 57.
On the ground, this is Hunt. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
A run. It's Pacheco. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have the Chiefs first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
At the 34-yard line.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Able to make one-man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. A pickup there of 13. And the Chiefs have a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to get this one up to the 43-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, KC.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. On fourth down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hurts to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Color. Yellow.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Accelerating toward midfield. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10. A huge run from Pacheco. 79 yards in all.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on first down. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Jackson now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 27-yard line.
We'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 1. Now Hurts. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Cheifs pumped on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 3rd down, they go with Pacheco.
This defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy all game long. Comes through again there with a nice conversion to bring up 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right. Space to run inside the 20. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on 1st down. Buckner's kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. Hurts working in the pistol. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That's the linebacker, Nick Bolton. He gets into drop in for his 1st sack of the young season.
The best defenders, Mike, they have an ability to impact the game in a lot of different ways. I mean, take this guy. Earlier in the game, he comes up with a big interception. Now he gets sent on a blitz. He comes through for a sack. They better find out exactly where this guy is both run and pass.
And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
3rd and long for Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. Oh, a pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down.
You find yourself down big, it's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's the checkup. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A short one caught by Kelsey. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the gun, here's the checkup. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't need to. I've got Louis. Where's it?
It's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. So the Eagles will use their 1st time out here. Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Yellow.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. They will take a knee here.
Yellow.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. take the snap and go down to a knee. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin big.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
A first down throw for Hurts. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Third down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. Still going. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A big play there, about as big as you can get. That is an 83-yard gain. Here's Barkley trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
What can you say about the effort of this defense, Mike? I mean, they find themselves backed up their heels on their own goal line. And not only did they come up with a big third down stop, they take them back for a loss. Brings up fourth down, and wow, they got a chance to make a huge goal line stand.
No reason not to go for it at this point. They will on fourth and goal. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Yellow.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one.